Good morning. So today we were going to work with 9.6 still, law of cosines, but we're going to just focus on examples 2 and 3. So for this triangle, we're going to be solving a side case, meaning you're going to have all the sides and none of the angles. So you're still going to use law of cosines, you're just going to use it a little bit differently. So it says solve ABC, meaning you're finding all 6 parts of the triangle, with A equals 12, B equals 27, and C equals 20. These are all going to be side lengths. So angle B is always up there, angle C, angle A. So side A is 12, side B is 27, and side C is 20. So that is what that looks like through there. Okay, so let's start by finding the angle opposite the longest side. So 20, 12, 27. So 27 is the angle, or this longest side. So we're going to start by finding angle B. So find angle B. Okay, so if we're looking for angle B, then on the law of cosines, we need to use the specific formula that goes with B. Sorry, I'm just looking for that formula for you. So if we're looking for angle B, then we're going to use this formula. Okay, so we have B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine of B. So now remember, we have this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. We do not have this one. So we're going to plug everything in we have. 27 squared equals 12 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 12 times 20 cosine of B. Okay, so basically the only thing we don't have is here, but the difficult part is we have something equal on the other side. So we're basically going to try to isolate this variable. So we're going to take each piece and try to move it to the other side. So we're going to start by subtracting 12 squared and 20 squared and move it to this side. I know it looks a little goofy. So you're left with 27 squared minus 12 squared minus 20 squared. So all you do is just move those over, and whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Then you're left with negative 2 times 12 times 20 times cosine of B. Now these pieces, to get these on the other side, you can't just add or subtract them over because now they're connected by multiplication. But you can divide them. Negative 2 times 12 times 20 divided by negative 2 times 12 times 20. So basically now you're left with cosine of B equals this whole mess. So put that in your calculator. 27 squared minus 12 squared minus 20 squared. I usually like to hit enter at that point, just so you can see. And then negative 2 times 12, I'll use the times button, times 20. So 185 divided by negative 480 gives me negative 3.85. So remember, that's not an angle. So second inverse cosine of this answer gives me 112.67. So that is going to be my angle B. Okay, so for this, now that we have angle B, 112.67, now we need A and C. So that's like yesterday where then we say, okay, law of sines is part 2, and we'll find angle A first. So sine of A goes with 12 up here, and then sine of 112.67 over B is 27. Then you cross multiply. Sine of 112.67 times 12 divided by 27. And then the inverse sine of that answer is 24.2. So then if we're trying to find angle C, it's 180 minus 24.2 minus 112.67. And angle C is 43.13. So this part's definitely the most confusing that you're going to be working with. All right, so let's look at an example where it is a real world. All right, so it's saying use law of cosines in real life. Scientists can use a set of footprints to calculate an organism's step angle, which is the measure of walking efficiency. The closer the step angle is to 180, the more efficient the organism walked. So you have this diagram right here that I beautifully drew. You have angle B, angle C, and angle A, and then these are all their side lengths. So it says the diagram of the right shows the set of footprints for a dinosaur. Find the step of angle B. So again, whenever you have a word problem, you really want to make sure you're finding exactly what it's looking for, and it's only asking for angle B. So we're going to set it up very similar to the one that we just did. So you are going to still use B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B, and plug in all the necessary information. So little b would be 316, A squared is 155, C squared is 197, and then you're looking for a cosine of B. All right, so again, taking these two by subtraction, so 155 squared minus 197 squared, moving them over. So it's 316 squared minus 155 squared minus 197 squared. And then I'm left with negative 2 times 155 times 197 times cosine of B. Then I divide. Negative 2, 155, 197 to the other side. And I'm left with cosine of B. And then I want to put all that in. 316 squared minus 155 squared minus 197 squared. Negative 2. Times 155 times 197, so 3722 divided by negative 61070. So again, you get a decimal, you know you have to do the inverse cosine. And angle B equals 127.3. And again, that's all they're asking for. They don't need any of the other angles. So you are good to go.